Domonopolis. Dominopolis. All right, and welcome back to the Marvel Strike Force new player experience. It's a series of videos dedicated to brand new players into the game to help you get right started off on the right foot. Just remember to like, share, and subscribe if you like my stuff. So let's get right into it. So this video is called Best Teams to Build for a new player. So get right into it. The first team that I would recommend, and they give it to you for free in the first strike milestone, is Spider Society. So I have them saved under my raid team. So Spider Society handles the skill section all the way through the current Orcus raid. You should be trying to get into Doom right away. And this is kind of the focus of the video, too, is to get as high as you can in raid. You're going to need 5 different raid teams for each skill gear type. So really focus on that, and your arena to start. So first team is Spider Society. You could use them in both. It's going to auto through all the raids, and it's the best arena starting team for the first couple weeks. They are releasing Annihilators right now. As you get the Annihilators, you'll be swapping them into Arena. That's the new arena meta for a while. So first team you build, Spider Society. Second one, and at the same time, you're going to have enough resources to do a couple teams. Go with Extreme X-Men. Right now they are the meta for the mutant section in the raids, but don't go crazy on Cyclops. As soon as you unlock Old Man Logan, which you could do by cheesing one node on the highest difficulty with a super high Spider Society, once you get going a little bit, Cyclops gets dropped off the team and Old Man Logan goes in. This team is going to be viable for months and months and months in the raid. There's no plan to replace them just yet. Eventually, everything does get replaced, but they're a good team on their own. So as a new account, you're going to need some teams to use in all the modes. So same thing with Spider Society and Extreme X-Men. We're going to be using them to unlock Horsemen, and there's going to be a series of videos coming out in about a month once I get there on how to unlock Apocalypse. With low-level horsemen. Hopefully I can do it with 3-star horsemen, so you never have to build any of the teams for any of the horseman stuff. And these two top teams are teams you're going to be using in those scourges for a couple different parts in the beginning. But that's for another video. So definitely build those two teams. Then you get into Hive Mind. Now this is probably the mutant team, probably the Extreme X-Men might be the next team replaced from raid, but we're talking months and months and months and months from now. And same thing with the bio team. They'll be one of the first ones, but we're talking 4-6 months. So build them. What I will say is don't go crazy on Venom, because as soon as you get Super Skrull, I know it's going to be a while. He gets dropped out, and just don't go too hard on him. What I do want to point out with those teams, so Extreme X-Men and the Hive Mind team, Nightcrawler and Red Goblin are Cosmic Crucible store characters. That's how you farm them. Be careful how you use these credits. There's so many different characters that you need in that. Don't try to push them too high, too fast at the expense of your credits. I'd hoard a couple of them up for newer characters that are going to come up and, as a new player. But by the time you get up to the highest level of raids, these teams might be swapped up by the time you get to that point, and then you wasted all your credits on it. Plus, you get a ton of mega orbs in the beginning. You might get lucky, so you don't want to waste all your Crucible credits on something and have it at 7-star, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I got a mega orb with them, because they give them to you like crazy in the beginning. So don't farm them up to 7. I wouldn't, especially Cosmic Crucible characters. Just be careful with that as you're farming up. And then after that, there's 2 more sections for raid. For Mystic, do not build Bifrost. Don't build them. They're being replaced in about a month or 2. Who knows until we actually get them, but that's a different story. So when you go into Mystic, just do enough to get through the nodes, and you're going to be able to fill that out. I would just build good Mystic characters and either try to avoid the lanes as much as you can, dog pile into one lane. So you could use Surfer, who just got reworked for Annihilators, who's going to have increased stats. You could use your Noir in it, too. You could use a character like Robbie. You could use a character like Quicksilver, Cosmic Ghost Rider. I would say also Vol is the one player character off of Bifrost that I would potentially build, because it's just a good character in general. But Surfer, Noir, Robbie, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Ares, Icarus, and Xerxes together. Again, don't go crazy for them specifically for the raid. They're just good characters in general, and just try to get by until this new team comes out in a month or 2 or 3 by the time we get them. And then Same thing for Tech. Tech is being replaced at the moment. Like Sentinel just came out yesterday, today, whatever it is. So use Lady Deathstrike. Her rework is sick. This guy, Lady Deathstrike, her strength is absolutely incredible. So get her, Size Up, Scientist Supreme. First time we're using her in years and years and years, and it feels kind of good in the raid. And a character like Kestrel. Kestrel is an MSF original. They're always going to make her useful in somewhere, kind of thing. She's a great character. Bring them up. You could use Penny. You could use, but there's a new Tech team being released at the moment. Get them when you get them. Don't have to worry about having a team until they come out. Just that's the team to work on for that. After that, and simultaneously at the same time, is that work on your arena team. So right now, I think out of the earliest teams that they give you for free, Spider Society is the best, and that'll get you up into, like the top 250, top 100 if you really start pushing, because it beats the Extreme team. Right now, I'm starting to unlock the Annihilators after a couple weeks in this game, so I'm using them with a mishmash, with Kestrel, again, good character, and Nightcrawler to get where I'm going. After the Annihilators are fully unlocked, I'll push a little bit more. But you should be building team for Arena. Your Arena team might be the most important thing because this is where you get your cores, and this game is very, very core dependent. So getting as many cores as you can and hoarding your cores, save your cores, is very, very important. You're never going to be, as a new player, ranked up near the top unless you buy those bundles in the beginning that jack you up to level 95, because if you look at the top Beelzebub Bear is already at level 100 with a 4.7 million team. That's not something you can compete with day one unless you're spending on that level. So these are eventually people you can jump up and catch up kind of ish to. Like I'm free to play in my other account. I'm in the top 50 in Arena. I could be top 20, fighting around that range kind of thing. So it is possible to eventually catch up. But in the beginning, just get high enough and start stockpiling some cores. And then after that, after you got your raid teams, because the better you get your raid teams, the better alliance you're going to be able to get to, the better rewards you're going to get. All those gear credits that they're giving you from raid, you could use to gear up all the rest of your characters. So you're creating an income flow of raid credits to level up all of your characters. That's why you do these first. Then you really kind of think about where you want to go with the game, whether you want to be war focused or crucible focused. I know the answer is going to be crucible focused. That's why everybody plays this game. So you could start working on teams like Illuminati. There's a free to play version that you can get early on. They give you a couple of the characters. I think in this third strike when they give you Hank and Shuri, and the other ones you can get fairly easy. It's a good crucible team. They give you the Sinister / Superior 6 kind of rework in the very, very beginning. That's a very good team in all modes. So that's you kind of focus after that. But the first thing you do is build the 3 new Annihilators for Arena and your raid teams. One thing I would caution against with the raids is the Spotlight raids. I think by the time you're in a position to do the Spotlight raids, it might be a different Spotlight raid. So there's 2 teams for the Spotlight raids. That's the Alpha Flight and the Spider Society. Spider Society you're going to be building anyway. And they are the first section of the Spotlight raids. So you can get rewards after 10% of it. So I wouldn't really, even though they give you Alpha Flight early, I honestly would not build them as a new player until you're in position to beat those nodes and have the level, your game level high enough to where you could level those characters up high enough to beat those nodes. So I think by the time you get there, that it's probably going to be a different Spotlight. And if you do get there, and you can just level them up then. There's no point wasting your resources to level up now. Just wait a little bit. So I would hesitate to really bring up Alpha Flight for raids. But other than that, that's it. That's the whole point of the video is level up your raid teams. Those are the current raid teams as of the recording of this video, and your arena team, and you'll be good to go. That's all you got to know. And thanks, guys. I'm out.